I'm here to tell you guys a little bit about myself and a little bit of what's going on in my life and the reasons why I am starting my YouTube channel. Um, about 3 weeks ago, okay, well, I want you guys to know I play almost every sport, and it's football season right now, and I've been, I had a concussion from almost 2, 3 weeks ago, and it's like it's still lingering, and I'm still having symptoms and stuff, so I'm not able to practice or play. And I've just been finding myself having a lot of free time, and it's been really, really difficult and stressful to have to deal with. And with the concussion comes emotional causes like depression, anxiety, and stuff like that. And I've been experiencing a little bit of that. And I just wanted to tell you guys just everything that's been going on. So I'm gonna start from this summer, and I'm gonna lead all the way up to this point. Okay, so this summer we've been practicing day in and day out, having 2-a-days, working hard. Everything was going right. We were really confident. Everything was going perfect. We show up to practice. We were working hard, outdoing everybody, and just normal things. And like when when you play high school football, you don't have any form of football. Well, I mean, up to the point of high school. Like when you get to high school, it's when it starts. You pretty much don't have a summer anymore. You have a 2-week dead period, and that's whenever like you have the freedom to do whatever. Like you don't have any practice for like 2 weeks, and you get to come back and start a hell week. And hell week is really tough. It's like getting everybody back in the shape and getting the lazy, like, cause it'll show. Like one thing that you should do definitely during the dead period is make sure you're consistently working out, not like just lifting weights and stuff. I'm talking about running, getting your stamina up, doing whatever you can to make sure you are in shape. Because when you get back, it is hell. I'm telling y'all, it is so bad. Like they call it trash Mondays and trash Tuesdays because everybody's throwing it up. Everybody's throwing up and the trash cans are full. So one thing that we did when we get back was like we did shuttle drills, and we just kept running and running and running. We felt like it was abuse, to be honest, but it all paid off in the end. We all went back into shape really quickly. Um, and then like let's start a fall camp. We got our pads back. This time I wasn't starting yet. Um, there was someone else starting at safety, but I wasn't me at the time. And we were doing good. We were doing good. I was a backup. I wasn't one of those backups that never got to go in. Like I would rotate in probably like every 2 plays, every 3 plays, every series maybe. And yeah, like so one day I just really started doing good. I was hitting, I was covering right, I was making all the right reads and the right alignments and everything. And I got the job. I got the job. And another part of that is one of our other safeties, not on my side, not on the free side, but on the strong side. He got injured, and his backup wasn't too good. And they noticed that I was like the third best safety on the team, so I was the second best. So they moved our free safety over to strong safety, and they moved me to free. Well, so I started, and for about like 3 weeks, I started this stuff, and school started doing good. Everything's going fine. And then we started doing one-on-one drills. One-on-one drills get heated. We get competitive. Like I was saying, one-on-one drills, they get super competitive. So we were going at it. Like, so see, you have two guys, and they line up like probably 5 yards apart. And when we go, we just pretty much try to run each other over pretty much because that's what we do on the defense side of the ball. Anyways, see, I went a good 2 times, and then on my third time, I was really trying to make an emphasis. But my boy Capone, I was going against my boy Capone, and he does wrestling. Um, if you don't know anything about wrestling, it's just that they know how to create angles. But I'm bigger than Capone, like a lot bigger. And when I went, like I took off and I hit him, and I tried to take my momentum and like take him back. And he used the wrestling when he grabbed my leg and like he turned with me because he wasn't gonna be able to push me back, and I came crashing down on my head. So out, like not out, but like I was out for like 2 seconds, like a split second. And I opened my eyes and I was just really dizzy, like really dizzy. I stood up, I started stumbling, and I I looked around and everything. I was literally seeing doubles. I've never knew that that was true. I like seeing doubles just wasn't like something that I ever thought I'd ever see. But anyways, I continue on with practice because I don't want to be no punk and complain about it. So later on, fast forward, bang my head up a little more in practice. I go home and I have a headache. I don't think too much of it, you know, just like I said before, I don't really think too much of anything. I'm trying to be strong and stuff. I asked my mom if she had any medicine. I think she gave me some ibuprofen or Tylenol. I don't remember. But I went to sleep that night. And then I woke up the next morning in excruciating pain. My head was killing me. This day, we had a scrimmage against our hometown team, like another team that's like across the town. It's like a little private school. It was Shiloh. We were going against Shiloh Christian. And I really didn't want to go to the trainer and complain about it because it's like, you know, it's scrimmage day. Like, this is the first time that everybody gets to see what we've been working on all summer. And so I try to go through the day thinking everything like, okay, headache will clear up, saying too much. And my friend was like, man, Jermaine, this might be a concussion, man. So I was kind of disappointed. I was like, dang, like, if this is a concussion, how long will the concussion last? And my friend, he had a concussion and he was out for like a week, and then he came back, he was fine, started playing again, got back in the rotation. So I'm thinking it's only gonna last a week. So I started concussion protocol, like not protocol, but I had to sit out and just watch the time go by. And just everybody keeps asking you like, when is this concussion gonna get better? When is this gonna, like, when you gonna be back? When you gonna be back? This and that. And it just really got annoying. And I was just like, I'm ready to get back. So my head was still hurting a little bit, but I didn't want to tell the trainer that. So I told her, you know, yeah, I'm fine. Like, let's start the protocol. Let's start the 5-day protocol. So we started the 5-day protocol. Day 1, you're supposed to run 15 minutes. So I ran my 15 minutes. It's just fine. Everything's good. I went home. My head started hurting again. Now when I got back the next day, she asked me if my head was still hurting. Like, if I got any symptoms, if my head was hurting and I got any symptoms last night. I wanted to lie. I wanted to tell her so bad that, like, you know, no, I'm fine, but this is something serious. So like, I had to try to maintain my composure and tell her like, yeah, like my head was hurting again last night. And so she's like, okay, you gotta start it over, start the 5-day protocol over. And I was so upset. I was like, why? So me being who I am, I'm thinking, no, like this can't be, I can't start this over. I'm moving on to the next day, whether you want me to or not. So she told me just go run 15 minutes straight. So I went out there. I set my timer for 30 minutes because that's what day 2 is. It's 30 minutes. We're supposed to run for 30 minutes straight. So I ran for a good 22 minutes. Even though I was supposed to only run 15. So yeah, I ran for a good 22. Yeah, I timed it. I ran for a good 22 minutes instead of running 15 like I was supposed to. I was trying to run 30, but then my head started hurting extremely bad. And so she just completely took me off the protocol. I was like, yeah, you just need to sit out and chill out because you're doing too much. So yeah, instead of running 15 minutes, I ran 22 minutes like a dummy. I stopped. I was gonna go run 30 minutes, but I stopped because my head was hurting extremely bad. So she took me completely off of the protocol thing. It was just like, yeah, you need to sit out. So another week passed, and the headaches are still there. And it was like really making me upset and mad because it's like, you know, I worked hard all summer with my brothers, and I worked so hard during fall camp, during spring ball, 2-a-days. I've been coming to practice all the time, working hard. And then it's like, boom, coming from starting to now, you're not even a factor. Coaches aren't even talking to you. You're like damaged goods. That's what I hate. You just feel like damaged goods. because like the coaches won't even talk to you. Your teammates are doubting you. It's like nobody's on your side. It's like you feel like you're alone in this whole situation. So now we're getting to like more recent to like now. So just recently got a referral to the neurologist, and we didn't do any scans or anything like that, but we went through like a thorough examination of like my concussion. So they was pretty much asking me a lot of questions, telling me to do certain exercises and stuff like that. I mean, my head was already hurting that day. It was already like at a 7 out of 10, and 10 being like, yeah, I need to go to the hospital right now. This is not a normal headache. So I started getting agitated when we started doing these exercises because it was making my headache even worse. Like lights were getting more into it and stuff. Everything was just like really, really bad for me. I hated it so. He pretty much told me like, yeah, you need to chill out. Like pretty much telling me I needed to start wearing shades at school, and I need to avoid going to games where a lot of loud noises is. I need to take breaks in class, do less work. And this is my senior year, so like I gotta make sure everything's aligned. I can't screw up, because like if I screw up, that's it. This is like grind. There's just a lot of things and I have the ACT coming up too, so like I've really been studying for that. And he's telling me just try to not to stress out too much. So yeah, and my current feelings right now is like I just feel like I came from being here to like where people like they knew me, they knew who I was, like I was cold, this and that, and to like damaged goods. Nobody really, nobody messes with me no more, because it's really difficult to go through, and it's just like I don't know, like I feel like a drama queen because I'm saying like I want attention, but I don't want to. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm really trying to get across is that just that dramatic shift really changed my mood a lot. It changed it a lot. And now I'm getting to the point to why I started YouTube. The reason I started YouTube is because well, first off, me going through this whole situation and stuff like that. It's kind of an interesting journey that I'm going through right now, and I don't really know how I feel too much about it. You know what I mean? Because like maybe this is a sign that God just wants me to stick with other things. Maybe football isn't my calling. God has a plan for everybody, and I think this was a part of His plan. So again, back to the reason why I'm making YouTube. I just want to bring everybody along my journey through everything that I'm going through right now, and I really enjoy this. I don't know. I just love it a lot, and it's really entertaining to me. It makes me happy. And there's so much stuff that you can do. You have a platform that you could create. Of course, I'm down here, but that's gonna go up. That's gonna go up. I promise it is. I know it is. Everything's gonna eventually go up, and it doesn't make me feel any type of way. I just love coming out with these videos. But anyways, thank you guys for listening and watching this whole video. I know it was long. I'm gonna try to edit it down to where it's like shorter, probably like 10-12 minutes. But yeah, thank you.